Hello everybody, my name is Hocus Pocus and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. This is episode 4 now, and we're currently stood in our base area that we constructed in the last episode, if you were here for that. So I've got a few things to show you that I've managed to craft and achieve between episodes. So firstly, let's just run over the armor. So I've got Protection 4 Unbreaking 3 helmet, diamond. I've got Unbreaking 3 Protection 4 diamond leggings and Unbreaking 3 Fire Protection 4 diamond boots. Obviously we're still rocking the deadbeat iron chest plate, but I can't replace that at the moment due to a lack of levels. So we're going to maintain that for now, but the rest of our armor is looking pretty sleek. We've also gone and got ourselves a Sharpness 5 Looting 3 sword. We have obviously got the Efficiency 4 Fortune 3 Unbreaking 3 pickaxe that you saw last time. And then we've got the Efficiency 4 Silk Touch. This is one that I enchanted a couple of episodes ago that I might not have shown you guys, but I'm just using it for the moment because our other pick is quite depleted. So aside from that, we've been doing a lot of mining. This is everything we've gained from those mining sessions. So a ton of coal, a ton of redstone, good amount of diamonds. We spent 3 of those diamonds and 3 lapis on enchanting this pickaxe here. So that's another nice one there. Efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3 Silk Touch. So whilst we are here, let's just transfer all of this across to the first chests in the row here. So let me just grab this, quickly do it. So we're going to just move that across to these chests here. There we go, that one's full. And we can stick a few in here, like so. And then we're just going to transfer the rest of the contents across. I just wanted to keep it separate so that I could indicate to you you guys what I actually achieved off camera compared to what we'd achieved already. So we can also put our pick over here. So this is where I'm keeping pretty much everything useful that is miscellaneous. So we've got all of our enchanted books here that I can quickly just take a look at when I require them. And then we've got a few pickaxes down here that I just want to hang around and keep along with us for now, just so that when the time comes we can maybe make a few combinations to get some super pickaxes. So yeah, that's that for the moment, guys. But for today's episode, I'm actually going to be taking you somewhere that I discovered between episodes, and we are going to take a cut right here. And once I get there, I will rejoin you guys. So catch you in a second. Alright, you guys, we are back. And as you can see, I found myself in a ravine, and there's an abandoned mineshaft behind me. Also abandoned mineshaft in front of me, and there's a zombie somewhere around here too that probably wants to eat my guts, but that's besides the point. Anyway, between episodes, whilst I was mining, I came out in this abandoned mineshaft through one of my shafts that I was building in the strip mine that we have. So this is the shaft right here. Obviously it leads back to our base down there, and let's just replace that torch. So this abandoned mineshaft is approximately 100 blocks away from our base, our current base. And I have to be honest with you guys, I actually quite like the idea of building our base in this ravine. That's what I was quite excited about in our last playthrough, where we found that cave and it had the ravine attached to it. I thought that that would have made a great place for us to stick a few key essential items that would make up a base and pretty much call it home. So I might, well, no, I'm saying I might. I've definitely made the decision that we are going to be building our base in these caves right here. So this mineshaft pretty much runs quite a distance over there. I found 2 spider spawners so far. It also runs in a distance over that way. So it's quite the dungeon, I would say. And I think, as I said, it will be perfect for us to begin constructing a base in. And since it's not so far away from stuff that we've already built, I don't feel bad about doing it because it's not like we're going to be leaving anything behind. So personally, I think this is the perfect place for us to come and start building a base. So for this episode, I do just want to bring a few materials over here, a few items, and see if we can get a sort of safe area set up. We can maybe construct a few things like a bit of storage, a crafting area, a smelting area, something like that, just to keep the video interesting. But priority is to get ourselves established in this ravine / abandoned mineshaft, and hopefully from there we can just keep expanding our base and make something wonderful. So what I'll do, guys, is I'll head back to the base. As I said, it's not very far away, only 100 blocks or so. I'll grab a few key materials, bring them back over here, and then we can start thinking about setting up our very first safe zone in the ravine / abandoned mineshaft. So catch you in a second. Okie dokie guys, here we are back at the ravine, and as you can see I've been growing a few trees down here just to gain some wood and some saplings, because we don't want to be running to the surface too often if we can help it. And at the moment obviously running to the surface now requires quite a distance, so if we can sustain ourselves underground then that's perfect. So what I've been doing is I've just been harvesting some saplings, harvesting some wood, because you know wood is pretty much the basis of this game. If you don't have wood, you don't have anything, in my opinion. So let's build up a bank of saplings and eventually get a tree farm going down here. But for now, I think we're going to start work on a small station area that is going to be the rail entrance to this ravine from our original base build 100 blocks back in that direction somewhere. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I've cleared this area out. I've got rid of Well, obviously I haven't got rid of these, but I've got rid of all of the wood around here. So let me just grab my axe and get rid of a little bit more of it, because there is some remaining that overhangs. So let me just take these guys out. And then these guys can go as well, because I just want to extend the roof up a block or so more. So let's do that right now. You can also tear this dirt out here. And as I said, I just want to build a very basic minecart station here. So what it'll be probably is just a single block at the end, then the track runs into that block. The block has a button on it. The button will activate a powered rail, which will send the cart back in the other direction. So very, very simple stuff. What I'm going to do then, guys, is I think I will just build this off camera right now and bring you back once it's done, so that once we have this little station part of the base finished, we can hopefully then work on something else in this episode, because the station isn't going to be very interesting. So we'll get the station built off camera. I'll give you a little bit of a tour of it. It's not going to be a very big tour, of course, because this area isn't very big, but I'll show you around, and then we can probably move on to a little bit more of an exciting build. So catch you in a second. Hello, we're back, and I've had a change of plans, guys. So for this episode, instead of churning out this station and moving on to something else, I've actually been doing a bit of thinking, and the station is going to be a little bit more complex than I first imagined, because I've had a few ideas to make it essentially future-proof. So some ideas that are going to allow it to establish a different dynamic once we've basically set up a few new locations across the world. So the change of plan is, instead of churning this out and getting something else done, we're actually going to spend an episode building this station, because I actually think it could be quite interesting. So let me give you a little idea of what I'm thinking about here. So this main channel here, this main hallway that we've got dug out, this is going to be the entrance to our ravine base. But what I want to do is I want to have a wall somewhere in the station area that has some levers on it, and these levers are going to power. So here, let me just give you a demonstration quickly. Let me grab one piece of cobble. I think I've got some rails here. There we go. So if we make ourselves a lever and place some rails, something like this. If you place a lever here, you see how it rotates the track? So you can have it go one way or the other. So essentially what I want to do is I want to have a wall of levers that will route the track in a specified direction. So my plan is to have a rail that runs out this way. It's probably going to take a right turn somewhere around here, or a left turn. And then once it's taken the right turn, it will have maybe, I don't know, it depends how many different routes we want, but I think 3 would be enough for now. So it has 3 different left turns that are all looking like this. So when you press a lever, it will basically route the track in a different direction that pretty much takes the cart to a different location. So that's the idea for rerouting carts to certain locations, which I want to implement. So there's going to be a little bit of redstone involved in this build, which would be nice. And aside from that, I just basically want to set something up that is a little bit different looking. So you can see we've actually already gone for the dark oak here and the stone slabs, but see how it arches? I'm going to actually try and build a little bit of a more detailed design here. So let me get a bit more work done on this build, and we will be right back. Alright then, you guys, we are back once more, and I'm just laying down a few stone bricks here to finish up an area of the station that I'm going to use for an example right now. So if we quickly run out here, we can take a full look at what it's looking like at the moment. So this is the... sorry guys, tripped over my words there. This is the design that I've came up with. I've incorporated some arch design work in here, which is reminiscent of a lot of stations, especially in Europe. So that's why I sort of wanted to include that, just because that's what stations tend to look like where I'm from. So I've gone with the dark oak for intermittent accent arches, I guess, and then we've got the stone brick stair arches here with the oak leaves in the middle, like we tend to use now. And yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. So this wall here is the wall that I've decided is going to be the one that allows us to reroute the cart to where we want it to go, because I think the cart's probably going to stop somewhere around here. So it's going to be easy for us to just flick a switch, hop in the cart, and off we go. So I am going to need some glowstone to finish this build, because these gaps here, you can see this gap here, and they are in each of the dark oak arches. I want to fill those in with some redstone lamps, so we are definitely going to have to head to the Nether in this episode to grab ourselves some glowstone, so that should be interesting. Also, I have extended the station area out another 5 blocks, so once you get to the end it comes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where the track's going to go, so we're going to head from here, somewhere around where that torch is. You'll go out this way, you'll take a right and head off in this direction, I believe. Or actually, no, on second thoughts, we'll probably have to take it in this direction, and I'll show you why. Because if you come up here, if you come up to this section and just head along here for a short while and take a right, you'll see that's where one of our cave spider spawners is. So obviously we're going to want to build a mob farm around this area somewhere. So we don't really want the cart passing through this area, because otherwise I'm going to have to end up basically taking it around the build. So I think it'll be easier just to send it in the opposite direction. And this guy has obviously come out to play whilst we're recording, so let me just quickly take him out. There we go. And as you can see, we actually do have some dark areas of the cave that I still need to light up. So this thing is quite expansive actually, and it's going to be nice to get it built up and looking good. Let me just take this guy out, then we can think about what's going to happen next. There we go. Okay, so we've got the basic shell of the station built, which is good. And I've ran the wrong way there. We need to head this way and down there. There we go. So I've got the basic shell of it. Obviously we haven't put any track down at all yet. We still need to build the tunnel that takes us from here to the base. That guy, come on, where are these guys coming from? Jesus. There we go. Okay, so as I said, we still need to build the track and the tunnel back to the base and the mine area, as that's where the cart is going to end up on one of these switches. So I think I'll probably build the tunnel off camera. Anyway, as for now, guys, I'm going to actually construct some tracks, and we are going to lay some down and see if we can get this redstone working. And since I'm actually going to route the cart to the left, I might switch these to this wall instead. Or maybe we can keep them there. I don't know, we'll see. But let me set something up, and then I will rejoin you guys to show you what I came up with. Catch you in a sec. Hello, hello. We are back again, guys. And as you can see, we've made our way to the Nether now. I did mention earlier in the episode that I was going to do this, and I do not want to hear sounds like that, please. Anyway, we're just here to quickly grab a few materials. So I've grabbed a bit of what am I trying to say here? This stuff, quartz. I've grabbed a bit of quartz. Now I'm going to grab a bit of glowstone before we head back. The portal, because I built it so far underground in the overworld, I've actually been brought out underground in the Nether as well. So we had to dig our way out, which was kind of annoying. But luckily we didn't dig into a lava lake, which is a common issue that can occur when you do get spawned underground in the Nether. So that was a good piece of fortune there. So in terms of what's next for the episode, guys, we are probably going to wrap things up very shortly. I just want to try and install some of these lanterns into our build. And I've set up the redstone to work. It's obviously not wired in the way I want it to be, but it's wired in a way that it will work, so I can demonstrate it to you before we end the episode here. So as you can see, this is the little way I built to get back out of the underground and towards... Sorry, this is the staircase I built to get from the underground to the overground in the Nether. And my my portal is somewhere down here in a cave. So we could just take a look at that quickly and get back into the overworld. And there is a dude riding a chicken. Interesting. Okay, so if we head this way, we will locate our portal right here. Both directions in this cave head nowhere. Sorry, I just let the loud sound take action. There we go. As I was saying, both directions in that cave head to nowhere, so it was no use just running around. We actually had to dig our way out of there, which was unfortunate, but it didn't actually take too long in the end, so that's good. Alright you guys, so I did, as I said, I did set up some basic redstone here. It's not how I want it to be wired. Obviously we don't want the wires all over the place like this, but this is just a demonstration to show you how it will work. So as you can see, at the moment this railway is heading off in this direction. If we power up this line though, so this switch, you'll see it actually changes to the opposite direction, which will allow the cart to, instead of rolling straight through it, it will actually take the corner. So that's how that works. Same with this one. As you can see right now, the cart would hit this corner but carry on straight. If we power some redstone towards it, the cart would then actually head straight and take the right turn off in that direction. So that's how we're going to make this work with the switches. We can tear this up though, because as I said, this was simply a demonstration. So let's get rid of it, and also get rid of this track as well. I don't want that hanging around at the moment, honestly. There we go. The beauty of picking up redstone tracks is that they are a simple one hit, so they take no time at all, and it's really satisfying actually. So there we go, we've cleaned that up. Now what we want to do is install some lanterns, so let's craft some of those. We're going to need how many here? We need 2, 4, 6. Let's also put this back into place, because I removed it to fit the redstone in. There we go, so we need 6 lanterns to go into these spots here. So let's just craft 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should give us the 6 lanterns we need. We're also going to need a little bit more redstone to craft some redstone blocks. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should do the trick. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We're going to have to hide it somehow. Maybe if I stick it up there. If I stick the redstone block up there. Lamp there, we could hide that somehow, I guess. Same here. There we go. And in here, that's number 3, halfway there. So redstone block. Ooh, there we go. And then lamp. And then same in here. Get rid of the dirt block. Put the redstone block in. Lamp. I mean, it's actually kind of a waste of redstone to use the blocks, but you get this stuff in such a high quantity that you're never going to spend it all anyway, so that's the reason why I do use the redstone blocks, if you're wondering. I also want to make another 3 to go there, so let's do that quickly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, perfect. We don't need any redstone blocks this time, because these are simply going to be powered by those switches, so that you know which track is lit up. So you press that lever, that light will light up, so on and so forth. And finally, before we finish things for this episode, I do want to craft some signs. So let's get 6 wood here. Stick that in the crafting table like so. Get 3 signs. Just put a sign on each of these, because this is how we're going to indicate which track takes us where. So if you flick this lever and it's lit up, that means that whatever it says on this sign is where you'll be heading if you start the cart. So I think that's going to work very well, and I hope you guys enjoy this this method of design that I thought up here. I'll probably work on this some more off camera, or maybe in the next episode we could think about wiring it up together. Of course, I do need to build the tunnel that runs from this station area in the ravine back to our very first base build that we did. But aside from that, things are on the up after losing our first world save, and I'm really glad about that. So just want to quickly say to you guys again, thank you very much for the support on the episodes. We're starting to gain subscribers at a sort of consistent rate now, which is nice. So every week we're getting an extra few numbers on the count, which is good, because I do really like the interaction with you guys, and all the comments you leave, the likes, and the all that sort of good stuff is very nice to read and see. So if you can keep that up, that'll be great. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me today, guys, and watching the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like down below, as I just said, and drop a comment with any feedback you may have. Even if it's negative, I don't mind. I'll read them all. And if you have a suggestion or a question, also drop that down below. And if you're new here, why not subscribe and stay up to date with the series? It's going to be a good one, I promise you that. And it's also going to be a long-running one. There's not many of those on YouTube anymore. So hopefully you can stick around with me, guys. And I hope, as I said, that you enjoyed today's video. Please take care. Have a good rest of your day. And I will catch you all in episode 5. Bye bye.